run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, blue ready. Here we go. Walk top, walk top. Tight end walk, tight end walk.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, stop. Check. Hey, watch it.
They'll run with Miller.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You got nothing. Hey, check 24.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Ready. White 25. White 5-4. Hey, defense, let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A try here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 59. Mike to 59. I got you. Back to 6. Let's go.
Shifts by him. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there by Gordon. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Richard trying the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. On 2nd down now, Richard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Clock now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He gets it to James White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run for it with Miller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a give, right side. Richard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's White. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. It's caught. This is White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Who ready? 54 Mike.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
On third down, Miller. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those. And that's caught at the 25. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch safety screen. Watch safety. Wait. Safety screen. Follow.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his lock on 3rd down to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And McManus able to put it through. And And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if else fails, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. This is Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. first time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. Flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the turnover, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you.
Winston now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Winston. It's complete. James White. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Winston now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, tighten down.
To the air again with Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1.
We got this.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And oh, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.